Eco Tango from QRP, Rock, Portugal. Hello, you're 457, QRM, QSB, quality modulation, you're 457. My name is Sasha, Alexander, Denmark.
Hello, my dear friends, my name is Paul, and amateur radio call sign is Oscar Mike Zero Echo Tango. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you and test the very first vertical whip antenna for my car while the mobile operation. So here you can see the Radioddity antenna, which is a model HF008 multiband vertical antenna, the base loaded or the base coil loaded antenna. And also here you can see my new M916, the Magmount, very massive and heavy Magmount used for big antennas on your car. Very stable, even with the heavier antenna than this one. So the antenna comes with this short and very basic guide how you can actually tune this antenna and actually how it works. As you can see, the band range of this antenna is from 80 to 6 meters, which is very important to say that this antenna has also 17 meters and 12 meters and 30 meters, which are the WARC bands, and it is not very often that we have a mobile antenna for also WARC band, which is great. The antenna also comes with the jumper. The jumper is for the band selection. The extension rod, which is for the whips mounting on the antenna. And we can see two different whips. Actually, they have different lengths. One is shorter and the second one is longer. Regarding this plan, actually, the shorter should be used for the 80-meter band, and the longer whip should be used for the upper bands like 40, 30 and up. As you can see, the length of the telescopic whip is right here on the right side, and this is the length actually from the end or top of the coil. Also, this jumper wire should be used for the band selection right here, and this is showed how it looks like in operation. Okay, and finally we can see the coil, and this is the main body of the antenna. The coil is pretty heavy, and on the bottom we can find the PL259 connector. Here you can see this adapter, which is between a 3/8 screw, which is on the bottom of the coil, and a sealing in between this base loaded coil and adapter. So 3/8 to PL259, pretty sturdy adapter and pretty heavy. So those of you who does not have the Magmount with PL259 connector, you can also use for 3/8 as well. On top of the coil you can find also the rubber protection and the 3/8 thread or female for the coil or for the extension rod, like here you can see. Okay, and on top of this extension rod is also the 3/8 thread or female for the whip like here. The hex nut inside, or the hex worm, and with this hex key actually you can adjust the length of this whip vertical and secure it back again. Yeah, this is very common on the old mobile whip antennas, and everything is inside this green pack. Here we can notice some specification of this antenna, so we can see here the completely model, the HF008, the band coverage, connector, impedance of the antenna, and the whip length, which is adjusted, and material is from copper and stainless steel. The Radioddity company is selling this antenna. Okay guys, so now I'm going to complete the antenna, assemble, and then I will put the antenna on my car on the roof and connect my XIEGU and before the antenna analyzer. All right, it's sorry for the wind. It is very windy today. The Magmount should be placed into the middle of the roof on your car, because there is the best performance of the antenna in this case, and it is pretty heavy and very hard to unplug the Magmount from the car. I hope that the antenna will work. And here you can see how it looks like on my car. You can see the proportion of the antenna. It's not really big. And that's the 80-meter configuration. So let me check the SWR. Good, so let me show you how I adjust the band and the center frequency on this antenna. Some of my recommendations. I recommend to place your Magmount antenna that you have two magnets on your side and just one magnet left on the opposite side. This is much better when you will be tilting your antenna down and do some adjustments on the whip length. On 20-meter band, I have used the shorter whip antenna right there, because you've seen that there are actually two whips, and on 20 meter I used the shorter one, and the cable or the wire should be connected between number 4 position right there, number 4 position, and number 1 position. And the final length of this whip antenna I measured 44 centimeters, and you have to measure from top of this screw up to the end of this whip. So in my case, on 20 meters, it is 44 centimeter long, and this whip is currently right there on top of this antenna. Tiny adjustments are made with this little screw or the worm screw and this hex key. So you have to release this little screw and adjust the length of this whip vertical element. And here we can see the SWR on the antenna in a current position, a 20-meter band. The center frequency is tuned to the 14184. The antenna is slightly shorter, so maybe longer, sorry. So maybe I could make this antenna a little shorter to be a little more into the upper portion of the band, which is the most used for the DX contacts and here in Europe. So now I need to make the antenna a little shorter, so I have to release this little screw here on top of my antenna and make the antenna a little shorter. I have to tile the antenna down on those two magnets, and here with this key I have to release the hex nut inside a little bit, insert this little whip inside this nut. In my case it was maybe, I don't know, maybe 8 millimeters. The movement should be very small. Alright, and now we can see that the SWR moved a little more to the upper portion of 20-meter band, which is great. And SWR is around 11 to 13, so which is very good, and I can use this antenna without a tuner. So let me go into the car, connect the radio and try out this antenna. Okay, so I'm inside my car actually, and you can see the second measurement on the SWR meter or the antenna analyzer. You can also see another parameters on the analyzer, the Z, R and X. Again, and S11, and here you can see the Smith chart, and we're back on the SWR graph. Okay, so now let me connect this antenna to my XIEGU and I'm very excited how it will work. The external battery for 10 watt power. I'm mostly using this 3 amp-hour battery, and with the power source I can use and finally this little adapter SO239 and a BNC male. You can find this adapter on the AliExpress or Amazon. You can also find the link down in the video description. Also the links for the antenna and for this Magmount, what I use, you can also find down in the video description. So don't forget to check it out. Alright guys, so we are on the air. Alright, so now we can firstly check the SWR with internal SWR analyzer or SWR scanner, and we can see that the band is completely useful in antenna without the automatic tuner. So the SWR is pretty flat. Alright, let me find something. Something here. Yeah, started raining right after I came into my car. Oscar Mike 0 Echo Tango.
Oscar Mike Tango, so there was Oscar Mike 7, Echo Tango, you're 5757 over.
No, negative. I'm Oscar Mike number 0. Oscar Mike number 0, Echo Tango.
Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango 57.
Okay, you're 5 and 7 as well. I'm mobile station QRP, over.
Oh, you're doing very well, QRP, coming through nice and strong into DTD UK. You do a fantastic job. How many watts are you? 10 watts over?
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I'm running 10 watts. I'm running 10 watts, the XIEGU X6100 and the Radioddity HF008 multiband vertical whip antenna on my car, QSL.
QSL, yeah, I'm running an FT450, 60 watts with a vertical on the cars, on the car as well. Anyway, doing a fantastic job. Many thanks for the call, 73.
Okay, thank you very much for the contact from car to car. 73, have a good day.
Good day, many thanks. QRZ, English Castle, Golf 0, Bravo, Oscar November, portable.
Wow, beautiful. So we had a car to car contact.
0, Bravo, Oscar November, portable.
Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango Mobile, QRP, QSL.
QSL, careful little faster, and maybe compliment how you feel to
QSL, you are 5 and 7 in this moment. 5 and 7 is your signal. What is my signal report again? Okay, 5 and 5, thank you. CQ20, Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango Mobile, QRP.
Italy, Uniform 3, Quebec, Echo, Uniform.
India, Uniform 3, Quebec, Echo, Uniform. Very nice to meet you. Your signal is 59 plus, 59 plus, QSL.
QSL, my friend, 73 to you. Your senior report is 5859 northeast of Italy. Very good audio, no problem. Back to you, my friend, Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango. India, Uniform 3, Quebec, Echo, Uniform, over. My radio is an Icom 7300 into a lit amplifier.
QR said again, Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango, QRP Mobile. Romeo 6 Foxtrot Sierra, Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango 58 to 59, QSL. Okay, thank you, my friend, for the 5 and 9. 73, good luck.
Oscar Zulu, Uniform Tango 0, Mexico, Ontario.
Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango, QRP Mobile.
Roger, good day, my friend. Salute, Bratislava. Oscar Mike 0, Echo Tango, QRP, Rock, Portugal. Hello, you're 457, QRM, QSB. Quality modulation, you're 457. My name is Sasha, Alexander, Denmark. Roger.
Okay, Sasha, greetings to Denmark from Slovakia. My power is only 10 whiskey, 10 watts, and antenna is a small vertical antenna on my car. Your signal report is 59 plus 5 dB, 59 plus 5 dB, QSL.
Thank you, good day, good luck. Ciao, ciao. I remember this Bratislava. I can get. So thank you, good day, good luck. Ciao, ciao, Paul. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
20 CQ Europe, CQ20. CQ20, CQ20. Oscar Zulu, Flash, Uniform Tango 0, Mexico, Ontario.
Okay, guys, so I think that 20 meters works pretty well with this antenna. I didn't expect that my signals could be 5 and 7, 5 and 9 on the counter stations. So also it was, I think, POTA station and another mobile station, and also same signals 5 and 7 with just a 10 watts and 1 and maybe half meter small vertical whip antenna on my car. So now let me try to tune a 40 meter and let me check the band. I was looking at 17, but the 17 is completely dead, and I presume that there is no propagation right now. So I'm going down to the 40 meter, but firstly I need to go out from the car and switch the jumper to 40 meter position. And of course I probably will need to adjust the length of the whip on top. Yeah, just after the rain, sun is back. And here we can see the antenna in 20-meter configuration, and now I have to replace or change the position of the jumper to 40-meter, and of course adjust the length of the whip. The position for 40-meter band, and it is between the jumper should be connected between number 1 and number 2, and the length of the radiator should be 60 centimeter long. I have to release this hex nut inside this screw, and I can move the whip inside the screw and set the right length I need. And let's check how it looks like now. There is a little problem with these rubbery protections on the magnets. They are always flipping off. It's not very practical thing. So with this 20-meter whip, which I used before, as you can see that I get into the 40-meter band. The whip is completely or fully inserted into the extension rod, and you can see that the frequency is pretty in the center of my favorite phone section of 40-meter band, and it is on 7.140 megahertz. So let me explain again the settings. The settings best for 40 meters. So I'm still using the same whip which was used for 20 meters. There is an extension whip and also whip for 20 meters before, but now I inserted this whip fully into the extension rod and into the coil, and in this configuration I'm able to go to 40 meters. So for 20 and 40 meters you don't need to change the whips and you can use the same length, just you need to adjust the length or fully insert into this extension rod. So here you can see only 40-meter band in its full frequency range, and the frequency between 7.100 and 7.200 is the resonance of this antenna. So actually you can also see the bandwidth of this whip on 40 meters. This is SWR2, so I can say that on 40 meters between SWR2 is SWR2 and a frequency 7.108, and the maximum frequency with SWR2 is 7,161 megahertz. After this, we need to use automatic tuner in my transceiver. And the other parameters like Z, for those who are interested in to see those parameters, and back on the SWR. And this is how the 40-meter band looks like on this antenna, and as you can see that many stations are here So that's pretty cool. Let me check the SWR. It will be not maybe so great as on 20 meters. Yeah, you see that this antenna is narrower than on 20 meters. So it's more sharp, and the SWR is also good, but not so in wide spectrum. Yeah, mostly German stations are over here. Well, on 40 meter, I have no much luck. As you can see, that many Russian stations talking together in their language, and also many German stations talking in their language between them, and there is no CQ on the band, so it's pretty hard to find something to work. Okay guys, so I think that this antenna works pretty well, especially on 20 meters. I just wish we have some little better conditions today. What is my conclusion of this antenna? My opinion. I think it is very good antenna of many bands. I didn't test all the bands, just 40 and 20 meters. I can tune it, definitely. The only problem I found, or an issue with these rubber protections on the bottom of each magnet. This rubber is flipping off very often. It's not holding very well on these magnets, so maybe I have to glue them or something, I don't know, but it is happening very often. The other point is it's very hard to find 80 meter on this coil. Actually, they say that the jumper should be disconnected completely. I tried that, but I didn't find any resonant frequency close to the 80 meter band. So maybe I have to investigate more and try out the antenna even more. Today it was not very time for it because this video could take maybe 2 or 3 hours. So my conclusion is that this antenna is very nice, small, and especially very well worked on 20 meters. And as you had seen, that the signals was pretty cool from on 20 meter from the QRP station. As you can see, in comparison with the car, that the antenna is really short. It's not so big. So I was very surprised how well it works. So I'm very happy, and thanks to the Radioddity for this antenna, and also for the Magmount I have here under this antenna. Okay, my friends, this is the Radioddity HF008. Wonderful mobile antenna, multiband mobile antenna. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I definitely plan to use this antenna in one of my next videos, or maybe a live stream. And if you find the links for this antenna, or for the Magmount, or for the adapter between PL and a BNC connector, you can find it down in the video description. So thank you again for watching. I wish you a very nice day, 73, and looking forward to meeting you again in my next videos. Bye-bye.